How can we be sure that the Quran we have today is the same Quran that the Prophet Muhammad taught to his companions over 1400 years ago? This question is central to the legitimacy of the religion of Islam, and to answer it, we need to know how the Quran was given to the Prophet, preserved by his companions, and then distributed around the Muslim world. This is the story of language, history, and the commitment of an entire
Hajar had put her trust in Allah. She continued suckling Ismail and drinking from the water she had with her. But the provisions only lasted a day or two. When the water was finally used up, she had no more milk to feed Ismail, and both started to feel an overwhelming thirst. While she knew that God is with them, she could not just stay there and wait for a miracle to happen. Eventually, she decided to search the area for people or a source of water. For 7 times, she went on, hurrying over the craggy 450-meter-long path between the hills of Safa and Marwa. To commemorate her persistence and her trust in Allah, this has later become the source of the tradition of the Sa'i, the ritual walking between the hills during the Hajj. When Hajar reached Al-Marwa for the last time, she heard a whispering voice and listened attentively. She heard the voice again and said, "Oh, whoever you may be, you have made me hear your voice. Have you got something to help me?" Suddenly, the Archangel Gabriel appeared at their campsite and hit the ground with his mighty heel. Hajar ran back to her child, and to her surprise, water was coming out of the ground. She quickly gathered some stones and started building a basin around the source to contain the water. It is said that she repeated the word Zemzam, which presumably meant in her language, "It shall be gathered." She drank from the water and gave Ismail to drink from it until their thirst was quenched. The angel said to her, "Do not be afraid of being forgotten, for this is the site on which the house of Allah will be built by this boy and his father, and Allah never neglects his people."